For the third weekend in a row, we are back to working on the crosskart. In the last video, I said I was gonna do this other side. Turns out I don't have enough hind joints to do it, so we have to figure out something else. I'm gonna put my triangle piece here and find a way to mount my shock. That's gonna be first thing today. And then I don't know what we're gonna do after that. I kind of have an idea, but we'll see if we get to it. I don't want to jinx it and just not be able to get to it. So we'll start with this and we'll go from there. Now that I've got that all tacked up, sitting where it needs to be, my next step is to put my post right here, so that way I can get this pulled out straight, because it is in crooked a little bit, just because this has some flex right now. We'll get that put in, and then see if we can find a place to mount the shock, because it's going to go from right here up somewhere in here. So I just have to figure out how I'm going to get it from there up to there and mount somewhere in here level. So I got that beam in. It's still a little wiggly, so I need to figure out how I'm going to reinforce that. I don't know if I'm going to run a post up or what I'm going to do, but I feel like that's not going to hold if we do leave it like that. But the next thing I'm going to do right now, I'm going to put my bracket here for my shock. I'm going to make it longer so I can have adjustment. I think I'm going to do 5 holes, and the normal setting is going to be in the middle, and then I can lift it up 2 holes or drop it 2 holes if I want it higher or lower. So we'll have a little bit of adjustment there, make it nice, but I got to get some cardboard and cut something out to see how I'm going to do it, or if it'll even work with 5 holes on it. Now that I have these all cut up and drilled, I'm going to start with the middle hole. That's where it's going to sit majority of the time. That's going to be stock ride height, I think. With that, I'm going to put both of these through, and then I'm going to put a bolt through and pinch them together. And then we'll get them tacked up where they need to be on here, where they're straight in line with everything. And that way I can see where I need to put my top mount. And we can go from there after that. I got that all tacked and set up. It's kind of maxed out on how it's sitting there because it's hitting this nut right here. So when I do it, I'm going to tilt it out a little bit so it's got a little bit of room. But right now, I'm getting my piping ready. The top, I'm going to run something down like that. so it can run down, and then I can have a beam coming across right here too. But first things first, I have to notch this to 43 degrees for it to be straight up and down on that, and then I'll figure out when I need to notch my one to go straight across right here. I mean, that one's pretty close, and if I put it in the corner like that, we could probably just use that one, honestly. So we'll see what I can get it to do and see if I can get it to work, because this is angled out more, and I'm going to run a pipe up from there too at some point. So we'll see what I can make happen. Alright, now that I have that little post in there, I can figure out what brackets I want. I got everything lined up though. All I got to do is figure out how far out I want this to sit. I'm thinking about like inch and a half, and then we'll have the brackets come out and sit there, because I still want that to be at an angle and don't want it sitting straight up and down. And then some point in the future we'll run braces up to here and then across there, but I gotta see how everything sets up and fits when I put my axle in there, so I don't put any braces in the way. But like I said, we'll start with those little brackets, see how I want to make those, and we'll see if we can't put some weight on this. Now that I've got all that done, it's kind of sitting on its own weight on this side. I let it down a little bit off the jack stand, so it kind of put a little pressure there. I'm worried because when I was holding it up, it was just sagging a bunch because there's a lot of weight in the back. These have these air chambers on them, and I'm hoping those air chambers are functional, because if they are, we won't have an issue. If they aren't, we're going to have an issue in the future, because it's not going to hold up very well. This is all I'm going to be able to get done. My apologies for the short video. With hunting coming up, we had to go shoot bows and get arrows and do all this unexpected stuff this weekend. So I wasn't able to get much done, but got a little bit done. More progress on this. I'm waiting on heim joints for the other side, so I can do the arms and everything. And once that's done, I'll set everything down on its own weight, and we'll see if it holds. But if you guys liked the video, hit that like button. Comment as usual what you think. If I should do anything different. Like I said, some of you might know more than I do. But also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button here in Wednesday. So on Friday, we're going to leave and we're going to be hunting. So hopefully we get some good footage up there. But we will catch you guys next Wednesday, hopefully, with some hunting videos.